Okay, so this is the story of The Land Before Time, which is one of my favorite movies as a kid. Seriously, this movie slaps. So it's set in a prehistoric world, long before humans, where the land is dry and barren, and the food is scarce. So all of the dinosaurs have to migrate to a lush paradise, called the Great Valley, where there's plenty of food and water. We follow a group of young dinosaurs on their journey there. There's Littlefoot, a young longneck, which is also known as an apatosaurus. He lives with his mom and his grandparents. Then there's Cera, a young three-horn, which is also known as a triceratops. The two of them meet one night, and they want to play together. But their parents don't allow it because they're different species. But they do it anyway, and they become fast friends. Then disaster strikes. A massive earthquake tears the land apart. Turns out it was caused by a battle between Littlefoot's mother and a ferocious predator called Sharptooth, which is a Tyrannosaurus rex. Sharptooth almost eats Littlefoot, but his mother saves him just in the nick of time, although she is seriously wounded. In her final moments, she tells him to follow the bright circle in the sky and the landmarks of the great rock that looks like a long neck to find the Great Valley. And then she dies, and Littlefoot is totally heartbroken. He wanders off by himself and meets a bunch of other young dinosaurs who are also trying to get to the Great Valley. There's Ducky, a cheerful bigmouth, which is also known as a Srolophus. There's Petrie, a nervous flyer, which is also known as a pteranodon. And a little later on, they meet Spike, a gentle but silent spiketail, which is also known as a stegosaurus. Cera also joins them, but she's pretty grumpy and bossy and often clashes with Littlefoot, who's trying his best to lead the group. Along the way, they have to work together to overcome hunger, harsh weather, and terrifying encounters with Sharptooth, who's still looking for Littlefoot. They're all scared of him, especially Petrie, because he's really fast and he could easily snatch them up. But Littlefoot isn't giving up hope. He remembers his mom telling him that if you believe in yourself and you try, you can do anything. So he rallies the troops, and they come up with a plan to trap Sharptooth. They lure him into a narrow gorge, and then they all work together to knock him into some deep water where he can't get out. Finally, they shake him and they run as fast as they can. They all make it to the top of a ridge and see the Great Valley spread out before them. It's green and fertile and full of life, and most importantly, full of their families. They reunite with everyone and celebrate their survival. They're tired but happy, knowing that they've made a bond that will last forever. And that's the story of The Land Before Time. Do you love this movie? Let me know in the comments down below.